Assalamualaikum, we are from Group 6. We will be presenting on blockchain, which is one of issue in internal auditing. Before we start, let me introduce our team's member. I'm Nabil. Next presenter Azik and Arif. Introduction. What is blockchain? Blockchain is a distributed ledger technology that enables secure and transparent recording of transactions across multiple participants. Key features for blockchains are immutability, decentralization, transparency, and cryptographic security. Specifically, blockchains' transparent and immutable nature allows auditors to trace transactions back to their origin and verify their integrity, and blockchains can enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of internal control testing by providing real-time access to audit evidence and reducing reliance on manual processes. Blockchain's news. First, blockchain's adoption by enterprises. Companies across various industries are exploring and implementing blockchain technology for use cases such as supply chains management, identity verification, healthcare data management, financial services, and more. For government initiative and regulations, governments around the world are increasingly recognizing the potential of blockchain technology and decentralized finance. Decentralized finance has gained significant attention in recent years. News about decentralized application, lending protocols, yield farming, decentralized exchange, and the overall growth of DeFi ecosystem are frequently discussed. Development and threat of blockchains to the internal auditors. Here are some of the latest issues on blockchain with internal audit. First, governance and control. Blockchains networks often operate in a decentralized manner, which can pose challenges in establishing clear governance and control mechanism. Internal auditors need to assess the governance frameworks, consensus mechanism, and decision-making processes within blockchain's network. Second, interoperability and integration. Blockchain's application may need to integrate with existing system and legacy infrastructure. Internal auditor should evaluate the interoperability of blockchain solution with other systems and ensure seamless integration while maintaining data integrity and security. Third, data quality and integrity. While blockchains ensure data immutability once recorded, the accuracy and reliability of data input into the blockchains remain critical. Internal auditors should assess the data sources, data integrity controls, and data validation processes to ensure the accuracy and reliability of blockchain-based information. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Nabil, for clear explanation regarding development and threat of blockchains to the internal auditors. By the way, my parts I will present and I will continue to explain related to rules of internal auditor on blockchains. As per our finding, there have 4 rules of internal auditors, which is the first one is resource and human capital. The second one, risk identification. Third is a control procedure, and the fourth is a risk management and mitigation. So we might go to the first rule for internal auditor, which is resources and human capital. The rule of internal auditor of blockchain technology requires more than just technical expertise. Organization must first verify if blockchains is the appropriate solution to their specific issue and make a compelling business cases for its adoption. Internal auditor can contribute to this process by focusing on concerns related to the governance, security, audit policies, and procedure, risk management, and control issues. They should also consider the strategic and business case for blockchain adoption to provide relevant input. In terms of resources and human capital, internal auditor function should anticipate adjustment to meet the demand of blockchain's adoption. This may involve recruiting individuals with backgrounds in the internal audit, accounting, finance, coding, or cybersecurity. The use of external firms with specialized skill can also provide expertise if internal resources are insufficient. As blockchain often intersect with other emerging technologies, there is no one-size-fits-all mix of specialized. However, a general orientation towards technology, particularly in areas like advanced analytics, will be valuable as business processes become more automated. Internal auditor professionals should also possess critical thinking, problem solving, and strong communication skills, which are already highly valued in the field. Specialized training related to the specific blockchains application will likely be necessary for both new hires and existing staff within the internal audit functions. Next, we might go to the second one, which is risk identification. As an internal auditor, the role in risk management is crucial when preparing for blockchain adoption. It involves identifying and assessing the risks associated with implementing blockchain technology. In our study, we have found 6 risk management processes such as client information security, network complexity, consensus algorithm, and network model, smart contract, and as well as code in adoption of blockchain. Today, we will discuss only 3 risk management process, which is client information security, network complexity, and consensus algorithm. We might go to the first one, which is client information security. The internal auditor needs to ensure that the confidentiality of personal health and financial information is protected. This includes complying with regulatory requirements such as General Data Protection (GDPR) and adapting existing confidentiality protection to align with blockchain adoption. The second one is network complexity. Internal auditor need to understand the inherent risks associated with the blockchain networks is important. Factors like the number of nodes, presence of backup system, and management decision regarding backup should be evaluated. Assessing the risk profile based on the size and nature on the network is crucial. The third one is consensus algorithm and network model. The internal auditor role should assess the consensus algorithm chosen by network participant as it affects various aspects, including block structure, storage needs, and security risks. Additionally, evaluating the risk profile of public and private blockchains is important due to difference in the number of nodes and interaction with external networks. Next, we go to the third rules for internal auditor towards blockchains, which is control procedure. An internal auditor rules in the implementation of a blockchain's application involve evaluating the process, risk, and control related to the application. While the internal audit does not define the controls, they need to review and test them to assess their adequacy and ensure they are implemented as required. Here are the key control procedures that need to be considered. First one is a data. Second is transaction point. Third is storage. Fourth is access. And we only found that 4 procedures that need to be considered for internal auditor in terms of rules of internal auditor towards blockchains. So we might go to the first one, which is data. Reviewing the types of data recorded in each block and understanding the appropriate volumes and transaction speeds for handling the data. Ensuring that the consensus algorithm is appropriate to the blockchain's purpose and functioning correctly. Validating the presence and proper use of data encryption structure to maintain data privacy. The second one is transition points, identifying and implementing controls at the points where the blockchains interact with other conventional business system to mitigate the risk of failure or errors during handoff between individual or sub-processes. The third one is a storage. It is define and implementing controls for data storage within each block of the blockchain, establishing basic data storage control whether on site or in the cloud, and evaluating disaster recovery and business continuity plans and resources. And the last one is access. It is controlling access to the blockchains is crucial for privacy and data integrity, particularly for private or permission blockchains, ensuring that access is limited to authorized users only. This involves encrypting and securely storing public and private keys and implementing control procedure to manage and restrict access permissions based on user rules and responsibilities. The last point to be discussed for role of internal auditor is risk management and mitigation. It is involved ensuring cybersecurity enhancements, evaluating the structure and security of blockchains, and considering governance, risk management, and control procedure. In the context of governance, internal auditor are responsible for assessing governance issues related to blockchain, such as establishing private key security guidelines, defining standards, operation, and implementing procedure for adding or removing nodes. They also evaluate digital signature components and verification algorithm to ensure proper governance practice are in place. And the second is risk management. Internal auditors address specific risks associated with blockchain technology, including private key storage and security, smart contract monitoring for code errors and tampering interaction with non-blockchain entities, and off-chain data storage. They evaluate risk management strategies and controls to mitigate this risk effectively. In the term of control procedure, internal auditor assess and evaluate control procedure related to blockchain implementation. This include managing network access, overseeing specific network actions, ensuring nodes agreements, verifying the order and execution of transaction, and maintaining the integrity of blockchain version and content. I think that's all for my part to be that highlight for four internal auditor rules, and I will pass to the next members, which is Arif, to be continue explanation for their parts. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a good day to everyone. My name is Muhammad Arif and I will be taking over from Haziq. I will be explaining about the factors that influence internal audit on blockchain. The first factor is transparency and immutability. Blockchain technology provides a transparent and immutable record of transaction and data. This factor influences internal audit by making it easier to track and verify transactions, ensuring that the audit trail is accurate and reliable. Next is decentralization. Blockchain is a decentralized technology, often operated by a network of nodes. The decentralized nature of blockchain can impact internal audit by requiring auditors to assess the reliability and integrity of multiple nodes and consensus mechanism. Lastly, security and privacy. Blockchain networks are designed to be secure, relying on cryptographic algorithm and consensus mechanism. Internal auditors should evaluate the security controls implemented within the blockchain system, such as encryption, access controls, and key management. They also need to consider privacy concerns, especially in public or permissionless blockchains. Next, I will explain about the challenges for internal auditors of blockchain. So the first challenge is complex technical understanding. Blockchain technology involves complex cryptographic algorithm, consensus mechanisms, smart contracts, and decentralized data structures.
Internal auditors need to have a solid understanding of these technical aspects to effectively evaluate the risks and controls associated with blockchain implementations. Second is lack of centralized control. Blockchain operates in a decentralized manner where multiple participants have equal control over the network. This centralized nature poses challenges for auditor as there is no single entity or authority that can be held accountable. Auditors need to adapt their traditional audit procedures to assess the distributed control and governance mechanism of the blockchain network. And lastly, limited access to data. Blockchains provide transparency by storing data on a distributed ledger, but they also introduce challenges regarding data access. While transaction details are typically visible on the blockchain, accessing underlying business information such as customer data or contract terms embedded in smart contracts may require specialized permissions or encryption keys. Auditors may face difficulties in obtaining complete and reliable data for their audit procedures. Moving on, we will look into the benefits of internal audit for blockchain. The first benefit is transparency and immutable record keeping. Blockchain provides a transparent and immutable ledger that records all transaction activities. This feature ensures that audit trails are securely stored and cannot be altered, providing a reliable and tamper-proof source of information for auditors. It enhances the trustworthiness and integrity of audit evidence. Next is improve efficiency and cost saving. By leveraging blockchain technology, internal audit process can be automated and streamlined. Smart contracts, which are self-executing agreements on the blockchain, can help automate repetitive tasks such as verifying compliance with predefined rules or regulation. This automation reduces manual effort, improve efficiency, and can lead to cost savings for organizations. And lastly, the benefit is real-time monitoring and auditing. Blockchain enable real-time monitoring and auditing capabilities such as transaction and activities are recorded and verified in near real time. Auditors can access the blockchain network to review transactions as they occur, allowing for proactive identification and resolution of issues. This helps in detecting and mitigating risk promptly.
Next, I will be explaining about the impact of blockchain on internal audit process. The first one is stronger data integrity and security. The inherent properties of blockchain, such as immutability and cryptographic hashing, enhance data integrity and security. Auditors can rely on the blockchain's integrity to validate the accuracy and completeness of data, reducing the risk of fraud or manipulation. This technology provides an extra layer of trust and assurance in the audit process. Next is efficient risk assessment and fraud detection. Blockchain can facilitate real-time monitoring and analysis of transactions and activities. Auditors can leverage data analytics and algorithms to identify anomalies, patterns, and potential fraud within the blockchain network. The transparency of blockchain enables auditors to quickly identify and investigate suspicious activities, improving risk assessment and fraud detection capabilities. Streamline audit process. With blockchain, the need for reconciling multiple sets of records is minimized since all participants share the same distributed ledger. This streamlines the audit process by reducing the time and effort required for data collection and verification. Auditors can directly access blockchain data and perform real-time audit, leading to more efficient and accurate audits.
To conclude, it's important to note that while blockchain technology offers various benefits to internal auditing, its implementation and impact may vary depending on the specific industry, organization, and the extent of blockchain adoption. As with any technology, there are challenges and considerations that need to be addressed, such as regulatory frameworks, data privacy, and governance issues. That's all for our team. Thank you so much.